A Department of Defense survey finds that one reason that people don't join the military is because they fear being injured or dying. And it's understandable, it's part of the job. But while we all accept that there are risks that come with fighting the enemy on the battlefield, I am concerned that too many service members are receiving lasting injuries or losing their lives due to accidents. In fact, accidents have been one of the leading causes of death for active duty service members. Last week, an Osprey based in Japan crashed during an Air Force Special Operations training accident, taking the life of Jake Gallagher, a young father from Pittsfield, Massachusetts. He leaves behind his wife, Ivy, and 2 little boys. His older son is 2 years old, and his younger child is just 6 weeks old. The Air Force does not believe that anyone on that flight will return home to their families. General Amrine, does it hurt or help recruiting to show that the Air Force is taking safety concerns very seriously?
Well, Senator, thank you for the question. If I could please start by saying our hearts go out to the 8 members that were lost due to that tragic incident, and that they are in our thoughts and prayers at this time for family and friends. Regarding safety, safety is at the forefront of Air Force operations, not only from the flying aspect, from almost everything we do, ground safety, there is an element of safety baked into it. I think we take that extremely seriously, as well as when you marry that up with the robust training programs that we have. That's what allows us to do our jobs to the maximum effectiveness and to maintain the ability to say we're the world's greatest air and space force. From a recruiting standpoint, ma'am, I think that is the point to reemphasize, is that we have a safety culture, a safety mindset, and that have confidence that when you come into our Air and Space Force, you will be trained. You will be trained very, very well to be able to execute missions, ma'am. That's how I'd answer that portion from a recruiting standpoint.
Yeah. And I appreciate that. In the wake of this tragedy, Jake's family has asked the Air Force to ground these 3 aircraft to prevent further loss of life. They are right to raise the question. The crash that killed Jake is only the latest in over a dozen accidents in the past 3 decades, including a crash in August that killed 3 Marines. As Jake's father has asked, quote, how many more of our service members need to die on those damn planes? And General, I know the Air Force shares this family's pain, and I appreciate your statement on that. But this family also wants to see action. The Air Force grounded the V-22 for safety issues last year. I think it's time to seriously consider doing so again with the Osprey until we can be confident that we won't lose any more lives in what appears to be a preventable tragedy.